So I came across this on X, and apparently Paris Hilton posted her son, and some people said not such nice things, such as her son had a big head. Now, I gotta say, first of all, it depends on the tone of the post. If it's mean, insulting, aggressive, cursing, yeah, that's distasteful. However, if it's just factual, pointing it out, I've got less of a problem with that. Secondly, if you put your kids out there on social media, that's your responsibility, and you should expect, once in a while, some bad comments. If you're super famous like Paris, you should expect some bad comments no matter what. I've got my kids on X. I'm not sure why. I just feel like showing them off sometimes, and once in a while, I get a bad comment. And what I think is, that reflects poorly on the person who made the comment about the kids, not me or the kids. Yes, it's irritating. They're your kids. It's bothersome. But you got to remember, there's very few people who will agree with them or like those comments because not that many people make those comments. And again, if it's pointing out something that's true, I've got less of an issue. So this person, Brian Krakenstein, if I'm saying that right on Twitter, he's pretty much a shill. Agrees with one side of the aisle way too much, but claims he's actually very balanced. So I wanted to see what he said, and I want to be clear, I'm not defending any disgusting comments. What I'm saying is, you as a super famous person, put your son up there knowing you'd get those comments to some degree. In other words, you should be cool with it, and you should know that as a person criticizing it. Last week, Paris Hilton posted this adorable picture of her son on social media. There are a few disgusting people who replied to it commenting cruelly about her son having a large head. Before I tell you how Paris responded, let me point some things out. Men with larger heads as adults are typically found more attractive on average. Okay, I didn't know that, but sure. I think my head's kind of big. On average, a person with a larger head tends to be smarter. Okay. I've seen many babies and toddlers who have heads which are much larger than typical. Nearly every one of them, including my son, have grown into their heads and look perfectly proportional for a few years. Alright, I guess that stuff's factual, but honestly, when there's a troll on the internet, I don't think they're looking to be convinced with facts. They just want to write a trolly comment. So you're, in a way, preaching to the choir. So Paris said, if I don't post my baby, people assume I'm not a great mother, and if I do post him, there are some people who are cruel and hateful. I'm a proud working mom, and my baby's perfectly healthy, adorable, and angelic. Whoa. Not about the kid, but Paris. You're not like a regular working mom. You work to get more money than you already have, but you're not a nurse, you're not a teacher, you're not working at a gas station at the register, and you're not stocking shelves at Walmart. But okay, I guess you're technically a working mother. I've dreamt of being a mom for as long as I can remember, she explained. Every day with him is a reminder of what truly matters. It's hard to fathom that there are people in the world who would target such innocence. I hope that people can treat one another with more kindness and empathy. The internet doesn't give you permission to be a total jerk. This kid is adorable. I don't see the need for the response at all. And the response doesn't feel organic. It doesn't feel like that's what she was thinking at the time. It feels like that's what she sat down with her manager, thought about what to write, and things like that. Here's what you do if you get disgusting comments, because I, once in a while, have gotten them about my kids or even my wife, who no one knows I've ever seen. I do this. And I move on with my day. And that's it. So, by being defensive, by being offended, you're actually aggravating things more. Trolls are like bees. They buzz around, they do their thing, and if you stir them up, they get worse. Better leave them alone. Now, that leads to the honest question. Does her son's head look too big for the body? A little bit. That's it. Why make a thing of it? It's not bad or good or nothing. It's just what it is. And I'm not sure it's an opinion. There are actual proportions there at play, physicalities that are facts. I'd be bothered by things that are not factual, people say, and invent and lie about. That's where the real trouble comes in. Once again, disgusting, aggressive, nasty comments are not nice, and I'm not defending those. But I'm sure there were ones in the middle kind of just pointing out what was obvious to some people. I don't like to pull punches and talk fluff and things like that and white knight for everyone. I just want to say what I'm thinking, and that's what I'm thinking. Because if I didn't, what would this be? As for Ed here, well, Ed likes to play white knight. He likes to think he's being the good person all the time. But I'd rather see the world for its true self than try to tell it to be how I want it to be. If you're not subscribed to, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.